Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 is airing right now, and we finally hit the perfect preparation arc. It's been chaotic since the Shibuya incident. We just had Yuta hunting down Yuji in the extermination arc, but this is easily my favorite part of the season so far. The Culling Game hasn't even started yet, and things are already crazy. The episode starts with Maki arriving at the Zenin Clan HQ. She's on a mission to collect cursed tools, but runs into Naoya Zenin. And of course, Naoya is being extremely cocky. So obviously he starts trash talking, asking what she thinks she's going to do when she has no curse technique and can't even see cursed spirits. He takes it a step further, violating her by saying that she's completely useless now. Before, she at least had her looks, but after Jogo Toaster and Shibuya, those are gone too. He tells Maki nobody gives a to her anymore. Jeez. Maki just starts walking away without saying a word. As she's leaving, we hear a woman's voice telling her to stop, saying they aren't allowed entry into the Forbidden Vault. Maki just pulls out the keys and says the clan head gave her permission. We get a flashback to Maki and Megumi. Maki tells him he has to take on the role of the next head of the Zenin clan because that was Naobito's will. As you might have guessed, Megumi immediately denies it, saying it's going to be a hassle. Maki keeps insisting. She explains that if he becomes the head, all of the Zenin clan's money and cursed tools will be at his disposal. Plus, getting access to the confidential info of the big three families will make a huge difference in their fights moving forward. Megumi still declines and says Maki should just do it. Maki points out the obvious. Nobody in that toxic clan would accept her right now. She starts glazing Megumi, saying he's the perfect fit. Megumi asks if it even matters what the clan thinks since she'd get the benefits regardless, but Maki still pushes back, saying it's not possible for her to create a place for Mai. Hearing that, Megumi finally agrees to take the position. We cut back to the present. That woman is still screaming at Maki, saying she can't go in. We find out that woman is actually Maki's mother. She tries to guilt trip her, begging Maki to make her happy just once, but Maki ignores her, undoes the seal on the gate, and just walks in. We immediately cut to Naoya and Junichi, who is Toji's older brother by the way, yapping about the current state of Jujutsu society. They discuss how the power balance has shifted now that Gojo is sealed and Megumi has become the head of the clan. Then they drop a bombshell. The elders at HQ have announced that Gojo has been deemed an accomplice in the Shibuya incident and is hereby expelled from Jujutsu society. Not only that, any attempt to free him from the prison realm is now a crime. Ain't no way. If you're wondering why the elders would do this, it's because Gojo was just too strong. They couldn't do anything about him because they know Gojo can take on the entire Jujutsu society alone. So they used the Shibuya incident as an excuse and took him out of the game to protect their old traditions. With him gone, they could also go after his allies to take out anyone who supported him and make sure no one stood in their way. Naoya and the others plan to take advantage of this. They are going to execute Megumi, Maki, and Mai, framing them as traitors plotting to release Gojo. As they are yapping about how Ogi came up with this plan, we cut back to the warehouse. A man inside tells her that there are no cursed tools here. They empty the vault because they knew she would come for them. That man is Ogi Zenin, her father, and lying on the floor next to him is Mai. Maki starts heading towards him with her blade out. Ogi starts going on a rant about how the only reason Naobito was the clan head and not him was cause Maki immediately cuts him off, saying it's because you are an asshole that would murder his own children. And just like that, the fight is on. We see Maki snap Ogi's blade in one clean strike. She thinks she has him, but suddenly Ogi activates his curse technique and slashes Maki right across the face. As he strikes her down, he starts yapping again and again. He claims the only reason he wasn't chosen as the head of the clan is because his children were defective failures. With that, Maki passes out and everything goes black. We cut to Ogi dragging Maki and Mai's unconscious body through the hallway. He starts to point out Maki's flaws, saying just because she broke his sword, she foolishly thought his reach was shortened and tried to close the distance. He scoffs, saying he's a sorcerer, not a swordsman, and fighting him with that mindset is absolutely ridiculous. He rants again about not being the clan head, claiming that in the world of Jujutsu sorcery, he never lagged behind his brother Naobito in any area except one, the quality of his children. He throws both Maki and Mai into a pit, explaining they use this room for training and punishment. It's filled with countless grade 2 and lower curse spirits. They're not coming out because Ogi's there, but the moment he leaves, both of them will be devoured. As Maki lies there bleeding out, Ogi trash talks her one last time. He calls her heavenly restriction a joke, claiming that the physical power she has is something every decent sorcerer possesses. I don't think this guy ever came face to face with Toji, cause he'd be singing a different tune. Once Ogi leaves, we see Mai crawl up to Maki to check on her. Turns out Maki is still alive. Mai whispers that she she always figured it would come to this one day. She leans in close, and it looks like she's about to kiss Maki, but she stops and says it sucks. We get a weird black screen transition, and we cut to Maki walking up on a beach shore. What the hell just happened? We see Mai sitting right beside her. She starts talking about her curse technique, saying that she can't create anything large or complicated because of her limited supply of curse energy. Plus, she was also slashed in the gut by Ogi, so once she's done creating this, she will die. After saying all that, she stands up and starts walking off into the ocean, telling Maki good luck after this. Maki starts panicking and asks what she's talking about, and tells her to come back. As she screams, we see a quick flash of them together in their mother's womb. Mai explains that she has known for a long time why twins are considered a bad omen by Jujutsu sorcerers. It's because in Jujutsu, you have to offer something in order to gain anything. That rule goes beyond just binding vows. The fact that sorcerers go through pain to grow stronger follows that same logic, but that balance never functions properly in the case of twins like them. Why? Because Jujutsu views identical twins as the same individual. They're treated as one soul in two bodies. So no matter how hard Maki tries to grow stronger, and no matter how much suffering she goes through, it's all pointless in the end, because Mai doesn't want to go stronger at all. And since they are one, Mai is holding her back. As long as Mai exists, Maki will always be incomplete. Maki screams that she gets it and she doesn't care, but Mai cuts her off, saying that she'll take all the cursed energy and everything else with her to the other side, and tells Maki to just promise her one thing: destroy it all. We cut back to the present. Mai is gone. Maki's holding her body, yelling for her to wake up. As all this is happening, the room starts to fill with cursed spirits who are preparing to devour them. Uh-oh. We cut to Ogi suddenly getting really tense. He stops and asks himself, how were all the cursed spirits exorcised? Wait, what? He starts tweaking a little and talks about how his body remembers this feeling, saying he worked so hard to forget this fear. He looks at Maki and gets visions of Toji. Ogi gathers a ton of cursed energy and starts charging up an ultimate attack. He swings his sword and effortlessly slices through all the pillars around him, yelling at Maki to come at him. But the next second, we see the top part of his head just slides off. Yeah, Maki was that fast. We cut to the Zenin Clan HQ where Naoya and Junichi are whining about the noise outside. A guy rushes in and lets them know that Maki killed Ogi. They immediately send the Kukuru unit to deal with her. We cut to the Kukuru unit. These guys think Ogi must have been attacked while sleeping or on the toilet, claiming that's the only way a monkey like her could take him out. The boss orders his men to capture her alive because he wants the pleasure of killing her himself. We learn this group is made up of the young men of the Zenin Clan who don't have cursed techniques. They are obligated to join, and martial arts are drilled into them day and night to make them strong enough to serve under the elite Hei unit. Maki was actually a member of this unit until she left to join Jujutsu High. We cut to Maki. She gets a flashback of Mai asking why she didn't just stay at the bottom with her. Maki admits to herself that Mai was right. That would have been the right choice. She completely ignores the Kukuru members surrounding her. All she can think about is her sister, and she's just apologizing in her head again and again. The next second, she goes on an absolute rampage. Just look at this. It's a one-sided massacre. She's already going crazy. But what she's about to do next makes everything she just did look slow. Maki goes full demon mode. Yeah, they're finally seeing the true power of heavenly restriction. It doesn't even take her a full 2 minutes to slice through every guy in that room like they're made of jello. The leader of the Kukuru unit finally arrives and sees all of his men are dead, but he doesn't really care. Just then, another guy uses his curse technique and we see him lifting up the entire ground. And oh my god, just look at all that blood! He crushes Maki with 2 giant hands. This is the Hei. They're composed of those whose abilities are recognized as semi-grade 1 or higher. And as we all might have guessed, Maki is completely fine. She goes straight for the Kukuru captain's neck. Somehow he manages to block it, but before long, Maki just rips out a chunk of his throat. The next frame, that old man from the Hei, Chojuro, jumps her, but he gets one-tapped in a fraction of a second. Maki gets put under some type of curse technique by Renta, but the rules don't apply to her anymore, so everything around her is completely obliterated. Yet she's just standing there. After that, Renta tries to crush Maki's body with a technique, and it seems to be doing some damage, but it's pretty obvious she's about to break free. Renta screams to his partner Junichi to not worry about him and just focus on killing Maki. He didn't give a shit about his comrades in the first place, but okay. Renta then starts to tweak out a little bit because Maki is now the same as that man. Yeah, he's talking about Toji. That guy just haunts the narrative, huh? Junichi goes full One Punch Man mode, charging up a serious punch, and it looks like he lands a really devastating blow point blank. Once the dust clears, it looks like both of them were disintegrated in the blast, but we see Maki casually walking out holding Junichi's severed head and tossing it into the river. Naoya was actually watching all this play out. cocky as ever. We get a small flashback of Naoya as a kid. Everyone called him a genius, saying he'll for sure be the next head of the clan. He heard about a loser in the Zenin clan with zero curse energy, and he thought he must be really depressed. He wondered what kind of pathetic look a guy like that would have on his face. Yeah, Naoya was a bitch since day one. Back in the present, we see Naoya going toe-to-toe with Maki. He yells at her, saying she isn't Toji. As he's going all out and overwhelming Maki, we learn the truth about that flashback. As a child, Naoya heard the rumors about a failure of the Zenin clan and went to see him, fully intending to mock him, but the moment Naoya saw Toji, he was struck by Toji's overwhelming aura and presence. Instead of looking down on him, Naoya was instantly captivated. He realized that the rest of the Zenin clan were the fools instead for not recognizing Toji's strength. And of course, we can't ignore this beautiful animation. Just look at this clip. They even throw in a physics lecture explaining that force is equal to mass times speed, and Naoya is going to use that principle combined with his projection sorcery to land the final blow. For those who don't know how this technique works, here is a quick breakdown. Naoya's curse technique works by dividing 1 second into 24 frames. He plans his movements across those frames in advance, which lets him move really fast. Not faster than Satoru Gojo though. Anyone he touches is forced to follow that same 24 frame rule, and if they move in a way that doesn't match those rules, their body freezes for 1 second. The only downside is that if Naoya himself fails to follow his planned movements, he also freezes, so he has to be really precise with his movements. Just as both Maki and Naoya are about to hit each other, time slows down. Maki realizes that he and Naobito aren't just fast, there's something off about it. Maki can finally see Naoya's technique because her heavenly restriction has fully kicked in and she's not bounded by rules anymore. And yeah, Naoya is done for. She hits him so hard that his entire skull disintegrates from the inside out. God damn. After that, she immediately heads off to look for her mom without wasting a second. She finds her, and of course, the mom is terrified since Maki just killed everyone in the clan. Maki says she just wants to talk and asks her mom why she told her to come back earlier. Her mom is just confused and asks her what she's talking about, and Maki just slashes her down. We cut to Naoya, who is somehow still alive after what just happened to him. And this guy is still as cocky as ever, mocking Maki for failing to finish him off. But the next second, Maki's mom, who is bleeding out too, crawls up and stabs him in the back. As the episode ends, Momo runs to Maki, who's carrying Mai. She learns about what happened. Momo asks Maki what she's going to do now, but we don't get an answer. The scene cuts to a formal report. The 6 members of the Hei, the 9 members of the Akashi, and the 21 members of the Kukuru unit who were absent from the Zenin clan's home that day all met their untimely deaths. At present, no residuals have been detected. Autopsies revealed faint traces of cursed energy in the corpse's wounds that are believed to come from the cursed tool used as the murder weapon. Several days later, both the Gojo clan and the Kamau clan motioned for headquarters to remove the Zenin clan from the big 3 families. The headquarters has tabled this motion. And that is the entire story of the Perfect Preparation arc. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, and let us know in the comments if we should cover the entire story of the Culling Games next. For those looking for more content from us, we're starting 2 brand new playlists. One will cover the entire massive story of One Piece, and the other is 4 Hidden Gems, where we recap underrated anime that deserve way more recognition, but we need your help to find them. So make sure to join our Discord server. The link is in the description and the pinned comments. Subscribe so you don't miss on what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.